Morning. Welcome to your Friday. Give this just a minute. Okay. Happy Friday. Welcome. I'm Ben, Director of Social Justice Ministries at Foundry. And just briefly, wanted to look with you toward this weekend and then into next week. So hopefully by now you've got a plan to vote. You've either already mailed your stuff or you are walking your absentee ballot to your polling place to drop it off by hand. Seems the wisdom at this point is don't put it in the mail, just take it yourself or vote in person. So good luck with that. Hopefully everybody's still wearing their mask, taking good care of each other and their community, even though the evidence seems against us in that case. So I want to at least make sure that you, as best you can, are still abiding by distance and masks so that we can continue to hold each other gently in this period. I wanted to offer a list of resources, and if you're wondering about what's going to happen next week, as in what will the kind of responses around the election and what will the activities ahead of the election and on election day, what are those going to look like? First of all, there's a lot happening. There's plenty of groups that are planning for things like prayer vigils and to be able to hold space together, both like near Black Lives Matter Plaza, over at the church at Foundry, but in other locations as well. So hopefully you're clued into some of those. On the Foundry Facebook page, you can see that we've got some prayer vigils scheduled along with congregational partners, especially on Tuesday, a day of prayer for election day itself. And then following that, we're in conversations with folks for how to hold spaces of prayer and peace later on in the week. And the details of those will emerge depending on the needs of the community. If you're feeling any kind of anxious about next week, you're not alone in any sense. There are that's what it is right now. There's anxiety, there's anticipation, there's excitement, and there's trepidation. So if you're in that range, then you're in the right range. So good for you. There are efforts to think through election scenario planning, including some that Foundry members are leading, and that's one way to kind of externalize some of the thoughts that you might be having about all of the possibilities of what could happen and go well or go wrong or whatever. So if you have that available to you, as you know, that might be a good suggestion. What I'm going to post in the comments today is a resource from our friends. It's a bad joke. And we're going to post a resource from the Quakers, who are our friends. And the resource that is coming to us from the Quakers is a list of virtual trainings around nonviolent participation in holding sacred witness. And they have it's a pretty comprehensive long list. So while I offer that to you, that's all self-directed. So if you want to watch a video or two, great. But just it's a way for us to think about how do you be present in a moment that is tense at a minimum, and in a very real way has a potential toward degrading into violence. Like that's real. So that's what that is. So I'm going to post that for you here in the comments, which just went away for me for some reason. That's very interesting. There we go. So this is the resource from the Quakers if you want to take a look at that. If you are planning on being out at all, like whether you're going to vote or if you're going to go to any of the prayer vigils, mask up, keep your distance, keep each other safe, bring your own snacks, bring your own water, dress warmly. Apparently, maybe it'll be 80 degrees again next week, but who knows? So just be safe, be smart. Congregational partners from like Washington Interfaith Network will be holding space as well. New York Avenue Presbyterian is going to have a pretty consistent space, and they've actually asked for volunteers if you wanted to contact them directly and you felt like that was um, within your ability. Luther Place Memorial, United Methodist over on at 14th and Vermont, they're going to have some space available. So if you do, or if you are out and you needed like a restroom break, those are two places you can look into. Foundry with the presence for prayer vigils and things like that will be um, around. Obviously, our building is not open due to COVID stuff, but we'll be around and you can engage in that way. So I hope that you'll first and foremost vote. Secondly, keep yourself and each other safe related to pandemic, and then especially related to any other activities that are going on. And then just continue to hold prayerful and sacred space uh, and just be and read about and learn about the ways that you can be a de-escalating and nonviolent presence in this time, but in all the time to come for any of our life together. So that's what we have today. So the prayer is, it's out of Romans 8, right? So if you don't know what to pray, the Spirit prays with and intercedes with you. And so and it says that the Spirit intercedes and prays with you with groans too deep for understanding. So if that's where you are, you're covered. So just groans too deep for understanding. Pray, pray, pray. Peace, peace, peace. Amen and amen. And we will talk to you later. Goodbye, friends. See you soon.